For today is about the environment for financial accounting and reporting. The environment for financial accounting and reporting, part 1, is accounting as the American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, or ECFA, defines accounting as the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions, and events which are in part of at least financial character, and interpreting the results thereof. So it means like, for example, class, bumili ako ng laptop para gamitin sa business operation ko kasi magpuput up ako ng business. So when I go to an enterprise or a shop of a laptop, first I canvass kung ano yung laptop, yung specs na dapat ko bilhin. And at the same time, there is already a transaction that I will purchase a certain equipment or a certain laptop that will be using on the company's operation or company on business operation. So when I bought that laptop, like for example, the laptop cost 50,000 because of the specs and the durability of a certain equipment. And at the same time, of course, there's depreciation within 3 to 5 years. So on that certain transaction, there is already a process because of first you have to analyze what will be the transaction, and there will be an recording later for unclassifying. Then we will summarize all the transactions that is needed, or all the transactions that are already done on the business operation that we are having. So example, if you are recording, you already analyze it, ano ba yung pumasok sa iyo as an asset. It is the laptop, that because that laptop will be using on the entire business operation. It depends on the depreciation here. The laptop, well, syempre yung mga laptop ngayon may mga specs yon, may mga expiration. So yon yung i-weigh din natin based on the depreciation. And at the same time, so pumasok sa iyo yung laptop, since a laptop is an asset already of your business operation. But nagpalabas ka ng pera, which is the 50,000, because you paid it cash. It depends if you paid it cash or you paid it a monthly installment. So it depends on the recording on the transaction on the book of account or on the ledger for all. So the accountancy profession under Republic Act number 9298 is the law regulation, the practice of accountancy in the Philippines. This law is also known as the Philippine Accountancy of 2004. So for Board of Accountancy is the body authorized by law to promulgate rules and regulation affecting the practices or the practice of the accountancy profession in the Philippines. For before we go there and that slides before here, you are all taking Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, am I right? So after your finishing the entire school or the entire subjects that you get under the Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, after graduation, some of you will have to plan or is planning to get CPA board examination or Certified Public Accountant examination. If you pass that board exam, you will be called a CPA or a Certified Public Accountant. And for the accountancy profession, the Securities and Exchange Commission shall not register any corporation organized for the practice of public accountancy, and a certificate of accreditation shall be issued to certified public accountant acquired a minimum of 3 years meaningful experience in any of the areas of public practice, including taxation class. So nowadays, the important thing, it's good enough class if you have graduated as Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. Bonus that if you pass the board examination of certified public accountant, and you can work in BIR or in BIR, marami doon yung tax, depende sa department na mapapaglalagyan mo. So, in public accounting, public accountants work to verify important financial documents, reports, and disclosures from an outside perspective. The types of public accounting services are accounting and auditing services, tax services, and consulting services. So for the private accountant, private accounting, it deals with the financial information of a single company. They're employed by usually preparing or analyzing reports for an internal manager, while government accountant and auditors work in the public sector to maintain and examine the records of government agency and also to audit private businesses and individuals who pay taxes. Later on, class, along the way of our discussion, you will know what is public accounting or public accountant, and you will know also the private accountant, because there are two kinds also. There is an internal, later on in auditing. I know you will have this also in one of your subjects, the auditing. Internal auditor and the external auditor, because internal auditor, as overview or in advance, baga spoiler na, internal auditor is working inside the premises of the company. They are as the controller, the CFO, the chief finance officer. They are the finance manager, while external auditor, that is also they are in the outside of the premises of the company. Like for example, they are outsourced. They have private companies as an external auditor. If you are aware of Sisip Gores and Vilayo, the SGV, auditing company or accounting and auditing firm. So that is the example also of big companies that which is extending their services as auditor, external auditor. So for the financial reporting, a business operation or a business manager is always depending on the financial report or the results of the operations and the transaction, all the transactions of entire business or entire business operation. It's either monthly, it's quarterly, semi-annually, or yearly. To know what is going or happening on their business or their organization, and also to decide if ever they will continue the operation or not. So the financial reporting represents the main products of financial reporting, include non-financial information such as description of major products and listing of corporate officers and directors. Financial highlights a summary of important financial figures, analysis of financial statement, and significant ratios. For objective of financial reporting, providing information useful in making investment and credit decisions. In providing information useful in assessing cash flows prospects, and providing information about an entity's resources, claims to those resources, and changes in resources and claims. Accounting information user. Who are the accounting information users? These are accounting information of a business enterprise is used by many stakeholders. Different parties use this information for different purposes, depending on their needs. Investors, lenders, suppliers, government agency, general public customers, employees. And also, the general accepted accounting principles are the concept, standards, and rules that guides the preparation and presentation of financial statements. Thus, the accounting standard used in the Philippines are the Philippine Accounting Standard, PES, and Philippines Financial Reporting. standard. So also, accounting assumption are accrual assumption, going concern assumption, accounting entity and time period, also the monetary unit. Like for example, along the way, you are having your recording transactions class, and that recording transaction class is also having the you cannot go on later on, because after your trial balance, like for example, you have already made your trial balance, there's an adjustment based on the accruals or accrued or the prepaid expenses or prepaid in there's interest income later on. You have to adjust it, and then you make again another adjusted trial balance on the process. And also the Financial Reporting Standard Council, the FRSC, is composed of 15 members, with the chairman who had been or is presently a senior accounting practitioner, and 14 representatives from the following. So these are the financial reporting standards: the Board of Accountancy, there's one representative; Securities and Exchange Commission, one; Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, one; Bureau of Internal Revenue, one; Commission on Audit, one representative; major organization of preparers of users of FS or financial statement, one; and then the accredited national professional organizations of CPAs for public practice, two; commerce and industry, two; academia and education, two; and government is two, a total of 14 representative for financial reporting on Standard Council. And the International Accounting Standards Committee is an independent private sector body with the objective of achieving uniformly in the accounting principle, which are used by business and other organizations for financial reporting worldwide. And lastly, the objective of IASC are to formulate and publish in the public interest accounting standards to be observed in the presentation of financial statements, and to promote their worldwide acceptance and observance, to work generally for the improvement and harmonization of regulations, accounting standards, and procedures relating to the presentation of financial statement. That ends our